Hello. Good afternoon. Why is this so loud? Hello. How are we today? I hope you're good. It is Saturday. It is 1 p.m. It's a little after 1 p.m. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so late. there's literally no reason. I've been here for ages. But yes, it's 1 p.m.-ish, and it's time for some Final Fantasy 16. Hello, Rob. Good to see you. Time to meet Mid again. Yes, and our other friends. Yes. Our new friend Mid. Hello, Ixnay. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good Saturday so far. Phil, good to see you as well. Happy Saturday. Good Saturday. Or good Saturday. Thank you for the cheer, Phil. Hope you're having a nice start to your weekend. How are we all? Oh, it was a typo. Oh. I thought there was some sort of stats thing that I didn't know about that was happening. My bad. Good pre-Sunday to you too, Steve, and all who celebrate. Got a good Sunday planned, Steve? Yes, happy post-Friday, happy pre-Sunday, happy Saturday. We can pretend it wasn't it. It was all very clever if you like. Sure, we can do that. Nice pun. Bell. Oh, my pedal has moved. Give me a moment. Or maybe I've moved. Something is moved. We are not in alignment. Not especially just went with the theme of not actually saying good afternoon. Ah, I see. I like it. Okay. Right. Sorry, I have no idea. I've had a very nice, relaxed Saturday, and apparently this has led into the stream because I am not functioning as a streamer. My energy level is at a very relaxed state. Which doesn't, it turns out, get help. It doesn't help. Oh god. It seems fairly normal so far. Okay, good. Confused. We are playing Expedition 33. Oh, are we? I see. I see. Yeah, I wonder too, Rob. We'll see. We'll see. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice relaxing weekend. I've had a very productive week. Car MOT. My tax return is done for the year, which is pretty great, so I don't have to worry about it again until next April, which is so far away. I'm feeling very proud of myself. What else has happened this week? I don't know, but that feels like plenty to be getting on with. Oh, yeah, I went back to work. There we go. I went back to work and had scary meetings. So, there we go. So it's been a productive week, and I am celebrating that productive week by having an unproductive weekend. The most productive thing I'll be doing this weekend is book work. I'm excited to see if we can help that dude who needs light. That dude who needs light. That dude who needs light. We met him just before the flag. We met him just before the flag. Oh, is this Expedition 33? Right. Right, yes. Sorry. So, the problem is, I can't remember exactly what we last did in Final Fantasy, so I was trying to figure out if this was a Final Fantasy thing, which wasn't helping. Sorry, yes. Thank you for the pass mouse command, Rob. Pass mouse would like to remind you to read your messages and talk to Mid. So, yeah, from what I remember, which isn't much, at the end of the last stream, we were back at our base. Our beautiful base. And we met a new person who was new to us as the viewer, but who the characters knew, her having showed up at some point, presumably in the 5-year time jump. And we have to go and see her. because of reasons that I don't know if I've forgotten or if we just don't know yet. So that's happening. And then but I can't remember what else is happening. Oh, the big guy who we met right at the start and then didn't meet for a long time, fought us. He was like a big boss battle, and then we cut his arms off, his like hands. So that happened. I remember that. So we had like a big confrontation at our old home, you know, the castle where we used to live, and he broke the throne and everything was all rah. So yeah, lots of drama. But now we're back at base, and I don't know what the plan is. Kupka, yay! Thank you, Rob. Yeah, so lots of drama, and now we're back at the base. And we've got to do something else next, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know why. But, oh, our mother has a new kid, who's mainly been asleep when we've seen him. So that's happening. So we've seen the mother again, and she's still, you know, boo, bad person. But yeah, so that's going on. So there's a whole bunch with that lot. We defeated a cult baddie. We did. Did we? Cool. And, our dog has wings now, which everybody's being very chill about. But apparently that's not normal. And Clive/Sid. Is it Clive? Is it Clyde? You'd think I'd remember the main character's name. But alas, I don't. But he's having trouble performing in stressful situations, bringing Ifrit out. And we've now got some new powers. Oh, Rob, thank you for the redeem. We need green for hope. Okay, we can do that. Crikey, that's a very bright green, isn't it? That's probably fine. So, yes. We have new powers. I can't remember what sort of powers they are. Oh, hang on. I've made a thing happen on my screen, and I don't know how to stop it from happening. There we go. I've stopped it from happening. As long as you remember your book's main character's name throughout the book, should be okay. Yes, there's not actually a main character. There's about 13 main characters. It's Clive. Probably doesn't help that you ask at the start of every stream. Sorry. Clive. Let's say Alice is the main character, with a Y and an S. But there are others. Yeah, Alice. She is there. Definitely in book 1 is quite important. Yeah, there is quite a few main characters. Just call him Sid. Yeah, Sid sticks in my brain because of, you know, the Sid previously known as Sid. Original Sid. Right. So yeah, so that's all good. Oh, yes! The cult baddie. I remember, Rob. The one who had captured and was using, you know, the female main character, whose name is Jill. Jill. So Jill confronted him. Yes, that's the cult baddie. There we go. We got there sort of in the end. Shall we play video games? I'm certainly not doing very well explaining video games. I think I need to move this down. Yeah, Jill confronted her demons. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Right. Let's see. So we need to read our messages and then go and see Mid. Sid and Mid. Homecoming. Our medic is worried about her health. Yes. I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you... Hang on. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. That was a very, roundabout the worded sentence. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Jill. Okay. Right, I have to go over there. I don't know how to get over there. Back the way I came, I guess. Is the audio okay? Is the volume fine?
Sid has nothing to fear from Kupka. He'll deal with him.
We've already done all of the little side quests we can do. Audio is good. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
To their old tricks again.
Right, how do I get to Mid? She went in this direction, didn't she?
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Here we go. Mid.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I had to read my
I'll
messages.
Get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Ooh.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering.
So who's her dad?
Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me.
Hang on, is
That
her
one
dad
day I'd put
Sid?
my studies to use for the good of the cause.
Is Sid's dad
But I'm
Mid?
hoping no one stuck at school.
They've got the same
I've
accent.
studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid can
She
see you
is.
now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs
So
for
we
you.
hadn't met her, but
For me.
he had talked about
Who
her.
else?
What do you want me to do?
Mid's dad
These
is
things
Sid.
first, I need
Yeah,
equipment
sorry,
and
actually. Did I say it
materials
the
to
wrong way
start with
round?
There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a
Mid's
generous
dad is
benefactor
Sid.
to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Wow.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That
No,
means Karen
Sid
Blackthorn.
is the dad. Sid is the dad. Right, where are we going? This is so exciting. Who's Telemon?
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Haven't you heard? Mid's back.
Whoops, I'm walking in the wrong direction. Okay, we need to speak to Charon and Blackthorn.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Kind of want to change
Excellent.
his outfit, but I don't like
for
the other
payment?
one.
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
She is the kid, right? She has to be the kid.
Blackthorn,
Adopted
busy?
daughter. Okay.
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Okay.
That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Where is Bardolph? Oh, the bard.
Boy soldiers with their ruby stain, stick steeds fed to the fire, shall never burn away the pain, till one man tops the pyre.
Crikey. I guess I should speak to him every time.
Ivan's newest
Maybe he does
dish
lots
is
of
a
different songs.
masterpiece. Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
How do I get to where... How do I... Down here? Ding dong. How do I... Oh, this way.
Could do with a good oiling, this could.
I haven't been here in ages.
Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Hello.
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he's
Okay.
a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
See the guy that made the bridge?
Least I could do.
Yeah, we need more carpenters. Let us go into Martha's Rest. Martha's Rest. Off to the pub. Martha! Oh, let me read the stuff. On dressing greens of gissel. Never down raw, lest bitter juices inspire violent retching and loose bowels. Avoid the fry pan. Hang on, I think I've read this before. I remember something about bowels.
That feel good, boy.
Yay, what a good dog. What a good dog, indeed.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
I want to steal your carpenter.
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Cressida. Where is Cressida?
I hear you ran to Rosalith's aid when the Republicans attacked. I'd have been running in the opposite direction, as fast as my poor legs would carry me.
Okay. So Cressida is not... It's not close to another point, so... Right, how do I get to where I'm going? Via here, I think. Got an itchy nose. Might have to get the old chocobo out when we leave.
Naught but wild beasts this end. All their twisted
He made
talons
this
and gruesome maws
bridge,
used to
didn't
turn
he?
my stomach. But that was before I heard about the Black Shields.
Green sheaves was all my joy. Right, let's get the old chocobo out.
Let's go.
Bowling, bowling, bowling.
Faster!
Oh, hang on. How do I get off? Being attacked by spiders.
Over here!
Drums.
Get him!
Woo! Oh, that was fun. I've lost the path. And the chocobo.
Get him!
Crikey, that really does a lot, doesn't it? I've lost the path again. Oh, now I don't know what direction I'm going in. This one, probably. Where's my chocobo?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, what's this? Hang on. There's a... What is this?
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway.
So 10 seconds is a new record for you to get lost, but we all know that ain't true, no.
Doesn't seem to be working, though.
Oh. Well, that's exciting. And now I've lost my chocobo again. I wish that they would stay put for a few minutes like they do in other games.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
Run like the wind? Oh God, this is so hard to navigate. It's difficult. I want there to be like some sort of speed between this and the really fast one. Thank you, Chocobo. We are looking for you.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard.
Ah.
Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
We didn't have to listen to the entire proposition then.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking
Yeah,
boards to
dot,
bridges,
dot.
sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit him. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
Oh, yes.
Any chance you could...
Fight,
It's the
fight.
least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
He's got a lovely voice, isn't he? Right, let's go. Slay!
This shouldn't take long.
More friends.
Over here! Go,
Woo! More enemies. Oh, I nearly missed. Bogle is a Scottish word. Oh, did I miss that one? Crikey. Look at this mess I'm making. Whew. Beast and Bogles, ah. It's not a common word.
That should do it.
I'm not sure I've heard it before, apart from in Glen Bogle, which is the name of
You
a
made
place
short
in
work of
Monarch of the
that lot.
Glen.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
Yep, educational channel.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be.
I like my new
Can't
sword.
live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Yay! Another Jakeman's.
That should take care of Mid's little list.
Let's go to
Better head
Mid.
back before she thinks.
Had a sore throat the last few days. Oh, crikey, right here.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Well, great. Sorry, it turns out it's difficult to speak with the Jakemans.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Oh, there's a new quest nearby. Oh, crikey. There's a few. Let's do that first, I guess.
But I want to help Miss
They do,
Middle
Rob, they
with
do.
that sparrow.
And I should.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards.
Whole bunch of new stuff too.
What do you need? Summer storm, that one.
Rolls in when you least expect it, soaking you to your skin and leaving you ringing your breeches. Just like our old man. Keeps us on our toes though.
What do you want?
What do I want? Oh, look, a better weapon. A better weapon.
Should last you a good while.
Oh, this is better too.
No scratches, all right?
I can't do this one.
And?
So this is my new sword. It looks a lot like the previous sword.
It's all right. To fear from Kupka.
Is it business or pleasure?
Ask about Mid as well. Like Yuffie. Oh, I forgot I had to say this. Is irrepressible a word? Is irrepressible the word? That girl doesn't know anything get her down, that's for certain. Hello, Steph. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hope you've had a good week.
Quite the opposite.
In fact, she's got a way of making every else get up and dance to her
Like
tune.
father, like daughter.
Eh? I'd say it ran in the blood if I didn't know better. Can't wait to see what kind of queer contraption she comes up with next, so long as she doesn't try and rope me into building it for her.
Coin purse weighing you down?
Okay. It's worse. It's worse. Lots of orchestrations.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
There we go.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Anything to sell? I can get rid of these, right?
I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I'll be thankful
You're
you
just
got
a little
that
tired.
much.
The dogs woke me and my 7-year-old niece up at 6 a.m. Oh, crikey, a long day then. So now we're cuddling them with them in the bed and enjoying your stream together. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Quite early, yeah.
I reckon I
Sell
can
that.
find a buyer.
Should I be selling this stuff that I never use?
Come again. Oh,
Come
don't.
again.
I'm not much bothered either way.
Right, what do we got now? Is it appearance? Oh yeah, we got the new sword. Oh, I guess it does look different. Look, it does look different. Yes, hope everyone enjoys the stream and the morning. Okay, let's do that. And it looks like we can leave. Oh, we must talk to the bard again.
Boy soldiers with their ruby
I think we've heard this one.
stick steeds fed to the fire shall never burn.
We've heard this one. Thank you, bard.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her back. Enjoyed. The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time.
Right.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Oh no.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but...
You know, the Jakemans has immediately helped
This
me.
was days ago.
I should
They
have been
be
taking them
back
all
by
this
now, but
time.
I've heard nothing from any of them.
Good old
I can't help
Jakemans.
but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
Okay, let's go find them.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you,
Jill
Sid.
will have to wait.
And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
This is
That
the
should be enough to
limited
go on.
edition.
If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Blood Orange and Winter Spice Jakemans, in fact. Oh, I should have prioritized it. Is this it? Search the Dragon's Eyrie. What's over there?
There's talk
that the glass came.
Ooh. A present. Am I going in the right direction? Oh yeah, pretty much, look. Where are you? Well, Ambrosia.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northwich. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance.
I
want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
I hope the runner's okay.
Right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Okay, where are we off to? Really, not very far at all.
They're trying to get into the carriage. Get him!
Okay, we staggered him, we staggered him. Lot of stagger damage.
Nice try.
Woo!
Too slow. Sick him. Nice try. Sick him.
Nice. I do love the combat in this game. I mean, it's a lot of button mashing, but it looks good.
Over here! Get him!
Yay! Nice, nice.
Who are you?
Yeah, let's free them.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Look at that lovely, what do you call it? Lens flare. There we go, that was fun. Oh. Travel to Doris. Hello.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to
the
deal
way
with
she was
things
talking, I
myself.
thought something terrible had
Or
happened.
maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely.
Because they needed some care and a
You
good
made
meal.
exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole.
I didn't really think about how hard it is to
doubted your courage.
Remove the cheek
Only
thing.
my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it.
Although I'm not being funny, but
I
you can
sometimes wonder if I
still
might
tell
prefer
that
to
they've
risk
got it.
death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will.
Why is it so quiet? There we go. That is an awful matter of hindsight. True.
How may I help you today, Clive?
How may I help?
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh, hello. Crikey, there's a lot of... Prepare for safe travels. They say it to your men who keep the roads free of beasts and bandits. As one whose livelihood is reliant on safe passage from market to market, my chocobos and I thank you. Thank you.
You earned this.
Okay.
Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid.
Nice. And we've still got more of these things. We've got the Broken Hilt Rosaria, Green Sheaves Rosaria. We've just been to Green Sheaves. Ordil Rosaria. Should I go back to... No, I should probably concentrate on Jill. And whatever this other thing is in here. I'll just do a little save first. Rob, thank you for the redeem. Thank you for using the bits. Look at that chocobo. Right, let's go.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you.
Gav.
On the shelves.
The shelves. Ah, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor.
Oh,
He must
yes.
have found something.
And there's another quest in here. We should probably do this.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Huh.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and
oh, yeah.
I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover.
Oh, really? I didn't realize it was that bad.
Really worth the risk.
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately,
use
the
makeup.
first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you need.
Let's do it.
Go. Oh, thank you.
Let's do it.
No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue
I keep saying
blossoms.
Rosaria. Okay, let's do it. Let's make things easier for our bearers. Let's look for some blue blossoms. How are we going there? I think we could just walk as the crow flies, as it were.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Yep, the hero is always busy. Whoa. That agitated Hornet was very agitating. Whew. Here we go.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers.
It looks like
It's the right one.
lavender or bluebells. It looks more like bluebells, I guess.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Right, there we go. That was fun.
I hope you didn't
appeared
have too
straight
much
behind
trouble
him.
finding the ammonia.
Not at all.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is
The
it.
people fighting dragons and
And
serving
more
meals.
than I
Yeah.
was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Yay.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's
The music's
a
gone
death
again.
sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison
Oh, I
fouls
didn't
the
realise
patient's blood.
that.
Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony.
They've put
as the
like
wound
poison beneath the
heals.
surface so that if you try and remove it, you
To
get
help people,
dead.
not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we
It
came
is
here.
clever.
What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other curse-breakers, and those who were no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
Oh.
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodriguez, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know
Thank
what she
goodness
once
the music
told
is
me?
back.
It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Crikey. Wasn't expecting that much information in that quest. Okay, where are we off to? We've got to go to the stacks.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
See, Gav.
Jill looked white as a sheet when you...
They've been talking about Jill looking white as a sheep for a long time.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
What
Where
a
did you
good
get him?
dog.
Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, well, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Holmes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
Main topic of the day, yeah.
Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frost wolf.
A frost
An
wolf?
animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frost wolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frost Wolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
Whoa.
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been
Torgal's not our
forged.
dog, it's Jill's.
Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
What a good dog.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Oh. Yes, well, let's move on from there.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
I beg your pardon. Yeah, I know, Stu. Crikey. I like how they all just stared at him and then got saved by Mid. Sometime later. What are they making? Or what have they made?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
What is it for?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
He invents things.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I like the table. Where am I?
I wish Miss
Midadol. So her name is Midadol. I
I'll
can
wait
see
till
why
Mid's
she goes
away
for
to take a
Mid.
tour through a dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing
Sid's
definitive
not called
as yet.
Citadel, is he?
If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Okay, are we going to stand and stare at her while we figure it out? Apparently we are.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
A guest? Oh yeah, it was Sidolphus, wasn't it? Thank you, Rob. Who's our guest?
For your trouble.
Is that our uncle?
In hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Yay, I guess. Meanwhile, Twinside, the Holy Emperor of Sanbreque. Oh, seat of the Imperial Court. That looks so cool.
The Dalmekian government
Audience Chamber,
sues for
Imperial
peace.
Palace.
How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Kids asleep again.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Oh, we haven't seen him in a while.
And we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
So Kupka is their enemy.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
He does, Rob.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
His voice sounds very familiar.
The Empire will live on.
This guy doesn't seem to like
Yes,
this.
sire.
Dion. It's a nice flower. Feels used, yeah.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your radiance...
Captions, has it stopped?
I
No,
shall
it
depart
hasn't.
at
What do
once.
captions do? Is it swearing?
MacGregor forgive you.
Ooh.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh no. Oh no, they're going to turn on Dion. Because the stars say so.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Ugh. Boo.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
How on earth do we get to Uncle Byron?
The little ones have been up to their old... It's just one thing after another around here.
Let's see what Byron's up to.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
Oh, Wade.
As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the
That would be
Flame to
cool,
evacuate
Rob.
the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the
Oh, I want
faintest
an ice
idea
cream.
Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith.
Yeah, just
Still
some
less
change.
that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Ooh.
Come here and I'll show you.
Oh, hello. That Dad's army again.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Heya, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Okay.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company.
Okay.
Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Oh, look, he did it. Did you see? He almost did a smile. He almost smiled.
Here for another of my lectures.
Ask about Byron.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the 7 high houses, protector of Port Isolde, and your uncle,
I
no
heard
less.
tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Sid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He'll make a valuable ally and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful. Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to a grand soiree here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps.
What is it that you wish to learn?
What is it that I wish to learn? Oh, nothing.
Thus
I'm
ends
fine.
today's lesson.
Right, we must speak with Otto.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Ooh, a new person.
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
That's
Thanks.
exciting.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Are we going on our own?
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused, especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents.
Dispersing with a P.
I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents?
Money.
I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. How the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gil to rub together...
We're rich.
Do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder. Starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured
Yay,
northern
we'll be
salmon.
able to get some food.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend
And
all at
maybe
once.
some more clothes.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Sid.
Don't say that. The last thing you need when you're crossing the desert is for the wind to pick up.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Okay, without Jill. Where are we off to? Crikey, we're not going very far. The Velcroy Desert. Yeah, do what Jill does to recover. Dalmatian Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
I like how you can tell they're related.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Middle of the Sands.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Go for
We've got a new companion. Right, let's get back to the path.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
I want to get in combat.
You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
What a lovely story. We do have a chatty uncle, we do. Oh, here. Oh, that's clever. This is the people whose footprints we've been following. Oh, but there's still more.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Friends of friends, I wager. So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in
Okay, let's go.
Ah,
running
there
ahead.
she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
We did, Rob, we
Do you
did.
know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Oh, it looks lovely. But they mentioned something about soldiers being here. Uh-oh.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Ooh.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed
Oh,
inside.
Torgal. Ooh, very Assassin's Creed. It does, Rob, it does. It'll be fine.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well,
He's
if you're
putting
after
on a
something
voice.
light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
Oh, eating
2 bowls of that
chocobo.
then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
This is exciting. Oh! The brother's here. Oh my god, it's a family reunion, but they don't know it.
Your
Oh.
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get
Oh,
another.
maybe they can get on the same side.
You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine.
He
I'll
doesn't
fetch you some
sound
water.
good. That's what Clive was doing as well, wasn't Clive? That's what Sid was doing as well, wasn't it? coughing up blood. I love the camera work in this. It's so atmospheric.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
Indeed, Rob.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Be careful.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
We're
Uncle?
dropping eaves, but unsuccessfully.
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Come on!
Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
I like that one because it does multiple at once.
You lose. You.
Yep, toggle outside. Our XP is going up very slowly in this stream. We leveled up like 3 or 4 times last stream. We haven't leveled up once yet today. So.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Okay. So does she know that it's his brother?
Now's our chance.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you have.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
God. Oh. His brother is here. He knows.
Clive?
Yeah, why do the good guys always have to be ill? Oh, he knows he was right here.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, it's the right empty room, but it was empty. Yay, Torgo.
Where are you?
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Okay, let's go.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Oh shit!
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
Whose fault is that, Uncle?
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
Or you could just ask for her name. Right, who are we talking to?
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to.
Oh, a trader.
Anything I can interest you in?
This is worse. This is worse. This is worse. More orchestrions. I still. Oh, we could get them, the cheap ones. Just so we have some new music to listen to. There we go.
Fare you well.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Yeah, more eavesdropping.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been
Baths,
most
markets,
helpful.
smithies.
Oh,
Well, that would be
you
fun,
wouldn't
Rob.
happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What was it? Baths, smithies, and...
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy
So
this
that's
side of
the
the street.
smithy.
The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where
So
you'll
that's
usually
at the
find him.
baths.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
To the baths.
Sweet incense. What wax candle?
Further.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am.
Is that also come with
Can I
bad
help you,
eavesdropping?
travellers?
Apparently so.
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Go to the bordello.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and
Uh-oh.
you're likely to lose it.
No.
Over here!
We're friends. I can't even see what's happening. It's a very close quarters. Crikey. Very nice, very nice. He just gets 2 fights in a single day. Yeah, they'll be talking about this for years. Okay, so we haven't killed them then.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
The Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Let's go to the Lock of Leisure.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here.
Ooh. Once you go flat.
Have a taste.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
My carpets have...
Hello.
Is this the place?
Yeah, they seem to be on our side.
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
I don't know,
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the 2 travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Yeah, side quest.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What is the trouble in Dalamil?
Trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Okay.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Okay. Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Speak with the townspeople. Ooh, what's this say? For the best drop in Dalamil, visit the final sting. Hello, Bambi. Good to see you.
Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
A Saturday,
You've heard,
Bambi. How are you doing?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy
Yeah,
them
I'm
on the
doing
black
good
market
too,
either.
thank you.
Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Nice relaxed stream. Found a new place to visit.
Do you have a moment?
Is the game going? I have so much drama is referring to the game. Oh
Depends
yes,
what for.
it is.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way.
Yeah, many
Is there a reason
side
for that?
quests and main quests.
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's
Our
Fang for
uncle's
one.
here.
The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men on the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so?
We're
Well,
investigating.
Thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
The juiciest meat from greens-fed birds.
Like eating a cloud with a crust.
You wouldn't believe how much
Okay.
he gave me.
We're investigating
What can
the
I do for you,
trouble in
soldier?
Dalamil,
Need that sword polishing?
which is something to do with missing
not a soldier.
crystals.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve
Because
the
we're
men of the
trying
rock
to
and the men
get
of the rock only.
the trust of this
You
rich
have
guy,
an agreement
who
with them?
apparently
Don't be
is
stupid.
an old friend of
I just know
Sid's.
which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be
Because
stuck under some pauper when
He
they
can
come
help
knocking.
us get out of the
Pockets deeper than
village
Xenocus and an urge to empty them.
and get to the place where
Look,
our enemy
just
is.
leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Something like that.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder
Sid's
if Uncle
dead.
Byron's learned anything of use.
Yeah. So
He'll
he's
probably be back at the inn by
Sid's
now.
friend from a long time ago. And we thought it was a woman called
fabrics,
was
fresh
a
from the capital.
something or other Dalamil, but turns out
What was
is
all
not.
that crashing and banging about before?
Oh, you missed Sid's death. Oh, I'm sorry. Spoilers. We are Sid now.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Thank you.
We don't have eventually
I'll go
picked
and
up
fetch
on
him.
it. Where is he? Uncle.
Huh? Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Yeah, what are you doing, Uncle? What are you doing, Uncle? Yeah, Sid's daughter is here.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men? Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it. So the pearl was your proof? I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
To be that rich, eh?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
So the uncle's methods worked better.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of. Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be
preening
difficult.
popinjay.
It just goes to show one should never underestimate a
thank you, Bambi.
Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes. The perfect place for a spot of double dealing. I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour. Of course.
How do we get out of here? Do I go back the way we came?
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Genuine cactus can. Genuine cactus needles imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. Okay.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Right, let's go for a little... How do we get over there?
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream.
How many Final Fantasy games have I played in total?
Before the canyons were lost to
this is just my third. If we're counting Final Fantasy 7,
the boatmen as they set off on their long journey.
Rebirth, and
they would throw me sweetmeats in return.
Other one.
Such happy times.
Yeah, the remakes. I've only done the remakes. Remake. Oh, it's called Remake.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
So I can't get over here. How do I?
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime.
Hanging lanterns, pink silver platters,
Plates and pots!
This way?
Dozen basins!
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new
Yeah,
dress.
remake and rebirth.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog.
Okay, let's go. Am I going in the right direction? Ooh. Did you find 16 easier to get a handle on just with it not being a remake? No, the plot of 7 is far less complicated than the plot of 16. There's so much going on, I'm barely keeping track. I've got no idea who anyone is half the time. I'm barely hanging on to the plot, Bambi. Thank goodness it gives me nice, easy, you know, it gives me things on the screen that tell me what quests to do. Oh, that was just about every game I've ever played, yeah. Unless it's like really simple. This has got like side quests, and it's got like meanwhile, and then it takes us to some other people, and there's a lot of like lore. There's so much lore. Yeah, indeed, Rob. Been playing Silent Hill 2 remake, and that's pretty simple actually. Does away with the Silent Hill lore for the most part. Oh, cool. That sounds good.
I'll take it from here.
There are no quests in Expedition 33.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution.
Noises with some mild
All
distant
the
banging on it
silver
really
and
freaked out the
stones I
dog. Oh
could
no!
scrape together at such short notice.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
She thought there were fireworks going off somewhere. Oh no, I'm sorry to scare the dog.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the
I do,
Republic.
Ixley, I do.
You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh, hello.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, What is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do
Oh.
business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Ooh. Let's go.
This one.
Oh, more new enemies.
I'm just getting warmed up. Go, over here. Get him. Get him.
Playing Frogger earlier. I completed the quest across the road. Now there is one across the river. Oh, what's a Frogger?
This one. Sick him. It's over.
Woo. More enemies. I don't think I know Frogger. Oh, an early video game. Woo! Delete back in time.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often
Like
played the
Space
villain on the
Invaders,
stage.
or
I
Pong.
think I did the role
I
justice.
completely believe that Mouse has
Don't
gone through
you?
life without encountering Frogger.
Greybeard.
Yeah.
You were magnificent. The battle scene was
I'm sorry.
particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long
Like
have you
Pong.
been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the
Never mind, don't
confidence
give
of
up. It's okay.
degenerates.
We know what you meant, Bambi.
Ingenious.
It's okay.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any
Oi,
means of redress
Phil.
against
How dare
Kupka's
you?
men, let alone a foreign army.
I'm a youngster.
Until you two came along, that is.
How dare you? You're the youngest person here, maybe.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Just an old man. You know, fellow teens. Wow, just wow. No, I'm a youngster.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second.
If has not
is
heard
a
of Frogger, it's
Clive.
probably the youngest.
I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been
Heard of Frogger
redeployed
and
to
I'm
deal with the
21.
issue of
Ah.
their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please
Wonderful.
allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron
Special
Rothfield.
kind
Thank
of
you very
purse.
much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
There we go, another
A
seal.
friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Okay. I'm not 21, I feel bad for lying there and old. Oh! I'm not sure we've seen a Stolus happening before. I didn't realize it involved creepy owls.
I'm trusting you, Sid.
That's brought up on the
Or
theatre of
should I
Shakespeare, was
say,
brought up on
Clive.
Frogger.
So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Got a phone before I forgot how old I am and sent it in before I realised. Yeah, I have to work it out from the maths and I'm not doing very well. Something
Well then,
automatically
I
said
wish
I
you a
was
safe journey
38
south.
earlier.
Thank you.
And it really confused me
all.
because I was like, I
It was
don't think
my
I'm
pleasure.
38.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Imagine if emails would work like this, yeah. That would be far better, Rob. I think I'm 37. Oh, there's another side quest. There's 2 side quests. Let's do the side quest before we go.
The finest
Okay.
fabric.
So that was weird then, that the
Needed
internet
to a
told me I was
silken
38.
softness.
When you get ID, it definitely happens. That must be quite stressful. Yes.
Made from the stoutest
I do get ID'd.
The baths are,
The memory
closed
is the
for
first to go.
scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
But you don't remember your age the older you get. Like, you don't... I don't know. It doesn't come up so much.
Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed.
That's because my birthday's right at the end of the year.
On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
If I
Might
do
your
the
services
maths,
be for hire?
That depends on the job.
it seems like
I'd
I'm
have you
older
save
than
my
I am.
business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in
can't, Rob,
Dalimil
you
wouldn't be
can't.
enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you.
He sounds like
Go to
Dorian
Dusnoff
from
Terraces.
Dragon Age
Tell me
Inquisition.
what you find there.
Because you're counting 0. Does that make you one of the youngest at school or oldest? It makes you one of the oldest because it's September, the start.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
September's the
Wonderful.
start, so it
It's
makes
not
you one of
far.
the oldest.
Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end
in the
in a
past,
debtor's
yeah.
prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Okay. Let's do it. Whoops, I'm so sorry. Whoops, I'm so sorry.
Sweet.
June baby, I was one of the youngest.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor
nice.
was true to his word.
Where am I going? Yeah,
We should get
87
going
right before I
soon.
tell you.
Do you have a...
Yes, 87.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A cool
A
Capricorn,
question that I
nice.
neglected to ask earlier.
I'm a Scorpio.
Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo
I
Kupka.
struggled. The others had had longer life to
Just
learn
as
the
I
answers.
thought.
Mm.
Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's
We
Fang
are, Rob.
is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days.
Uh-oh.
I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing.
that you will enter via the
Whenever
mines,
do that,
where the
you were born
guard
before
is
me, so your
lightest.
diverse comment. I'm not sure I have, Bambi.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
Aww.
I don't plan on dying.
You did every day.
Not before Kupka does, anyway.
I guess like 5 years older than Matt. Is
so
it?
long as you have a plan.
You catch up to one behind me, so I just did my aid riders too. Because we're between April and November. Okay.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
I don't want to
Tell me you put down
do the main quest before I do these side quests.
What the hell are those things?
Can we get down here? No. Oh, hello. Who are you?
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
The only way I remember other people's ages make it relate to mine. So you can remember your own age then. So continuously fell for the prank. You smell of flowers. Oh, the humiliation. Oh.
By the flames.
Good
That
times,
explains the
eh,
heat.
Bambi? Really easily. How?
This one.
Oh, I think I missed that.
Get him.
Look at that bath bomb.
This one.
Short landscape. Your conquest of my joke is bounced ahead of that. I completed my quest to hit the square with my rectangle. Now they gave me another quest to hit it again. Ah, very good, very good.
Stay down. This one. Nice try.
Might have been 8 months since you said that, you know. No, but I never need to say my age. What's that game that's like Pong where while I'm playing it goes up and down and you destroy blocks? I keep forgetting its name, but I played it all the time. Nathan's Breakout.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Right, let's do that.
There he is. The man who saved my... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again.
That is
The
Dorian,
baths grow
right?
more
From Dragon
bearable
Age.
By the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business
Yeah, I've not
as
heard
usual.
of Breakout, I'm afraid.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Arkanoid, I've not heard of that.
You tell a fine story. That's
Basically,
not to say I
Pong
don't
play when
believe
it
you.
goes
though.
up and down and you destroy
Creatures
blocks.
made of
Cool.
flame, eh?
I played Snake.
That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here,
And Tetris.
a small something by way of thanks.
Commodore 64 version
Right.
of Breakout. I
It's
like
high
playing.
time I
Oh,
got
cool.
back to work. With a little luck, the day might
Asteroid.
yet be
I've heard of
salvaged.
Asteroid. There we go, I did a quest. Oh look, we're nearly ready to level up. Oh, we are leveling up. Oh, lemmings. I'm obsessed with lemmings. I actually still have lemmings. It was on my computer when I was a kid. I played it constantly. So good.
Plates and pots!
Needed to a silken soft.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets.
Had it on Amiga. Nice. I've just realized I need to be paying attention to my stuff. I've got points. Ooh. There's a bunch of Titan stuff. Great. What was my first console? PlayStation 1. Or like, I had a Game Boy.
What is it now?
Oh, I can ask him things.
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names. You didn't think Rosina Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Oh, there you go. Finally, we got an answer to that question. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble. She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That's why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That's until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters. Surprised by Froggers, I swear it used to be on computers randomly, like I think it might have been on our school computers. Ah, no, it wasn't on my school computers. I had Minesweeper. I had Prince of Persia. That random, what's that pinball game? And then, like, Solitaire, you know. And I think that's pretty much it. That isn't, blah, 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 blah. I suppose there's enough for me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you?
Ours is a blessed corner
Beautifully
of the
enunciated. Oh yeah, I like Micro Machines on the PlayStation 1. What did you play on it? I'm surprised you didn't play Final Fantasy VII having a PS1 is what I am assuming was the 90s. Yeah, I had Micro Machines, I had Toy Story, and then I had, you know, PlayStation Magazine. It gave little demos of things. I mainly had those. Oh, and I had Gran Turismo. I didn't have many games. I had like 3 or 4 games. With Prince of Persia on my work DOS computers when I started working. Ah! See, my first computer was an old computer from my dad's work. So, my dad's work might have had the same. So I had Prince of Persia and stuff on it from that. Yeah, Gran Turismo. Yeah, I loved that. And then on the Game Boy, I had a Mario game. And then problem is it was stolen. So I don't have it anymore, and I don't remember what I had on it. I only had like a couple of games, but I don't remember. But it was stolen. And then with the insurance money, I got a Game Boy Advance. And I still love that. I don't remember a land. Ours is a blessed corner of the Velkroy, a veritable oasis with clear, running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excise men. Vermilion 2. The game has an hour limit to play it, and lunchtime lasted an hour. Oh, That's fun. That doesn't fit. I don't know what... Problem is, I've got no way of knowing what it was. I can sing the tune that happened when you were playing, but I don't think that would be helpful. Not that edicts from Randalar carry much weight in these parts. Dalanil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules. Okay. Do 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 do. Ba-do do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. Ba-do do do do. Do 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 do. Is it land? First game on PS1 for you is Tomb Raider, Rob. Nice. No, not sure. I can sing it more, but it's the same thing over and over. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm obsessed with the captions.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built that castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal, Dalamil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. Resident Evil scared the life out of my younger sister. Ah. And while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So
you see why those with the people's best intentions as heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection, my predecessor chief among them. I know that if I ever played it again, I'd know. Like, it was so repetitive. You think that is Mario Land? Maybe it is then. So you see why those people with the people... Did I read that already?
How very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmekia and Walud, partners in arms in so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you've done them, if of course they had any idea what you had done. As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every mother crystal in the twins and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Do try not to disappoint me. There we go.
Farewell now.
Okay, let's do another quest.
Forged a butter knife before.
That was so good then. My favourite Game Boy game and possibly Mario game. Okay, cool.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
I don't remember any other games I had on the Game Boy.
You, Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's...
But we didn't have much money, so I probably only had like 2 games.
Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this
Play
test.
Kirby a lot. Nice.
Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil.
Yours came with Mario Land and Tetris. Cool. Star Wars: A New Hope game, but it was awful. Oh.
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how
Never
busy
had
the
an
Briar's
original
Kiss has
Game Boy.
been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
Had Pokemon Blue. Cool.
So, where do we start?
I miss my original Game Boy.
If I'm honest,
it was yellow.
I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple.
Wing Commander.
The
Yeah,
way
I love
see it, there's only
Tetris.
one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle.
Please,
We
I
need
woke up this
information.
morning.
The more the better.
N64 and
You're
Game Boy
right.
Advance. Cool.
There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number
There's the
of cooks.
butcher, the
They're bound to have
baker,
an opinion or two about the tools of
and
their
the
trade.
family maker.
All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Ooh. Okay, let's do it. What am I doing?
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind.
Marianne
I need to know
2
what
is
makes
very
a good
interesting
carving
value of the
knife.
game to me. I don't enjoy it
You're a
overall, but I'm
blacksmith or something?
was obsessed with it somehow.
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
You'd
So a
beat
knife
Legend
that
of Zelda
stays
Link's
sharp.
Awakening Game Boy Color version on the
Makes
Switch
sense.
Virtual Console thing recently. Great game. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've got the game, the Switch Virtual Console thing. I might be able to see if the Mario game is right.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship, won't crack.
Where's the other person?
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
There we go.
Oh, we can make our way back to the Fang now, at least. What is it?
Donkey Kong Land.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what
Link's
makes a good
Awakening on
carving
Game Boy,
knife?
but I'm going to lose
I
all my hard-won
assume
credibilities by
you
saying I
use one out
hated
in the
it.
field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. Your knife
I don't know if
snaps
the
every
tune
time
is
you
right
use
for
it.
the link.
You'll be
Okay.
spending coin as fast as you make it.
I look forward to it
Those are hard
Ixnay
enough
at the
as
end
it
of the
is.
stream.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Okay.
Plates
Now
and
and
pots!
But then it'll play on the stream, and it might
Take a sniff.
mute the stream.
Finest fabrics, fresh from the...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he
You know in
needs
under 5
his
seconds.
knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully.
I'll let him finish talking.
No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses,
Yeah,
most
the
likely.
thumbnail's not
No
jumping
doubt
out
you're
at
right,
me.
But
But it's been
I
many
have
years
to make
since
a
I
start
played it.
soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable.
I was like
or it's
12 or
light,
something when it was stolen,
meaning
you know?
Someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant,
I'm not
a
recognising
favourite
him or
of
that
Forge
hard
Master
credibility.
Lubor's, who sells metals
Never
to
played a Mario
tradesmen
game.
passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
It was stolen in France from a car. It was very sad. I was very sad about it. Right. It's the right song, but it sounds different. There's not another game that uses the same song, but differently, is there? Maybe it's just because I'm wearing headphones. Instead of through, you know, the little speakers on a Game Boy. But it doesn't sound springy enough. I think it's unique to that game. How odd. Yep. Memory plays tricks, doesn't it? But it is the song.
Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her.
Knowing about fucking returning to Shakespeare, yeah.
Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
I think we got the stream muted mission accomplished.
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal
We're doing
you're using,
riddles.
then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Adamantine.
Bloody hell. That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do.
There you go.
Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me.
Crikey, this is a really long side quest.
Limestone. Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Okay, let's go again. I can fast travel. When you hear the name Clive, who do you think of? Celebrity wife.
I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Good question.
What I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff,
Clive
good sir.
Anderson?
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Clive Owen.
Sweet incense. Wax candle.
Same, really doesn't suit this guy. No. Anderson for you, yeah. Anderson is the first one that springs to mind. Here we go. We got it.
One rock looks a lot like another.
Now we can fast travel. There we go. Whew.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need.
Crikey.
But I hope this is enough.
Owen would be a better fit. We need to raise the lad's profile in my mind.
You and that merchant both. She's got quite a gift for teaching, that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Okay. Rob, thank you for the cheer for all the Game Boys stolen. Oh, thank you, Rob. Yep, I'm still sad about it.
A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue.
Lost my little cassette Walkman as well.
I was getting tired of waiting.
In that bag.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
And it was a really good bag as well.
Shall we? First things first.
A good hairbrush.
Sava, do you think
it was
this
yellow,
is a
Bambi.
carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so.
I think. It might have been just grey.
What do you think?
I think it was
What
yellow.
do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be.
It was hidden,
I think it just to
Rob.
hold it for a moment, but
The bag was hidden under the
you'll never
seat.
hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit
Must
to the
have seen us
terraces.
hiding it.
The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted.
Mouse
but
therapy
one that
sessions.
still leaves you short of the mark.
Well, they had a yellow one too. Pretty sure it was legitimately purchased by an aunt, though. Maybe. Oh, I see. I see.
You found to teach you that
Did get a cheap
trick,
Game Boy
but
and cassette Walkman
it
for me, but Marcelo
certainly
in France,
shows
no idea why they were
initiative.
so cheap.
Next question.
Oh,
How much do you
God.
think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a
I did,
heavy
Bambi.
purse.
Not on the Walkman,
And
but I
who
did.
would be able to pay that?
Of songs from the charts.
The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and
I
ladies.
mean, that eBay is very
Rule
impressive.
number one in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
They
This
waited,
is
Ixnay.
Just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer.
Of making
Starting tomorrow,
mixtapes,
you'll have an
yeah.
handful of your own.
I will. Thank you.
Awesome.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for.
That's Nick
If it was
Mouse
for the
Things
butcher,
conspiracy.
I'd make sure it holds an edge.
What did I put on
For the
them?
hunter, I'd make it as tough as
Just
Titan.
whatever song I
For the
liked
cook,
that was in the
light as a
chart.
feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an
I like this retro
absolute
stuff, yeah.
fortune.
I had like, I think I had two.
There goes a
I didn't make many.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it
There
without
wasn't
you.
many steps. Steps
So
wasn't
much
in the
for
charts
Forge
very much.
Master's riddle, though, eh?
I can remember very
the
little.
Spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone.
Plus,
or
I had the
anything much at
the
all.
music
Meaning,
already.
I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
They damn
You'll have
well
a fleet of
were.
your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you
Before
have ever
K-pop,
seen.
yep. I can remember very little about what I put on my mixtapes. Tapes are good, although maybe mixing them up with S Club 7. That was S Club.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Exactly, Rob.
Needed to a silken soft.
Am I going in the right direction?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Hanging lanterns, keep
For 4 years they were a thing. They had 14 top
should
5
get going soon.
singles. Only a couple #1s though.
Ready, go?
Are we all on? Yeah, we are. Made collages out of my CD tracks and my dad's LPs. That's fun.
Gates open now, we can press on.
Give a DJ sticking their O in before the end of songs. Yeah. Am I going in the right direction?
Thanks,
Dismount and walk. Oi, XD. How dare you? I won't hear such censure.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
No, not
Will
true.
be hiding inside.
No, not true.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest
On the
alert.
first mixtape I made was
You'll
furious
need to
when I
keep
realised
your
you
wits
couldn't record
about
music
you
of him
if
talking
you're
at
to
the same
reach
time.
him.
Oh wow.
So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
That sounds very complicated, Bambi.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what
Bambi!
befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis
That was
followed
S
in
Club
its wake,
too.
I fled. I retreated to my counting house and
K-pop
danced
before
attendance
K-pop,
upon
yeah.
the viceroy
Except in the one
in the hope
language.
it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
XD.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I
Thank
might
you,
already
Bambi.
have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now.
It's turning into a tragedy.
A better world.
Yes,
Men
tragedy,
can live
Bambi.
and die on their own terms.
Got there a second before me.
I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
Oh, look at Torgor. Ugh.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
Yeah, maybe, Rob.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
Oh, All Saints or Cardigans?
Well then,
I liked All Saints.
this is where we must part ways.
Oh,
Wish
they're
me luck in
parting.
convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then...
I didn't realise Cardigans was the
bye-bye.
same time, to be honest.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew.
Ah.
We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale
Cover
me
you
with the
before,
tales
right.
of all your adventures when next we meet.
Oh, I hope he'll be okay.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
You just All Saints in my cardigan. Love for Romeo and Juliet, the film.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Okay, there's going to be a bunch of cutscenes now, aren't there? Oh, or maybe we're fine. Should I just stay here? And then... Losing my favorite game. I'm gonna stay here because I think we need to do this next time. Because a bunch of things are probably gonna happen. Pass mouse. Would like to remind you to go to Drake's Fang. To confront... Oh, what's his name again? Kupka. Kupka. Again. Kupka? Is it with an A? Let's go with yes. Right, let's save. Right, that's what I went with, Rob. Okay, that's good. What a good game this is. I did lose track of the side quests at the end. That last one we did was quite long, and you distracted me all with games. It was fun. The remodel song, or whatever it's called, gets played in the local co-op a lot. I haven't the courage to say they're playing the wrong Cardigan song. Oh no! Get punished all the time at work when I have to do aisles 5, 6, 7, 8. They're the only numbered aisles, so it's like fate is punishing me for mocking mouse for years. Yes, as it should. As it should punish you, XD. Right. Anyway, that was really fun. We did well today. We only leveled up once. But we did a lot of quests. We made a lot of progress. And we're going to another new place next time, so I think there'll be far more drama in the next stream. So if I distract you, I will take more time to reflect upon myself spiritually, analyze where I'm going wrong, and make up for it to you all. I very much welcome the distraction, Bambi. It's always nice to have a bit of a chat in the streams, isn't it? Yeah, you too, Rob. Yes, everybody have a lovely, relaxed Saturday. It's a football later. We've got the women's match, England versus France. Kick-off 8 p.m. on ITV. I'll be watching that. And I'll be watching some Wimbledon before. And I'm also going to do some bookwork. So look out for that. And on Sunday, nice, relaxing day. No video on Sunday. No anything on Sunday. So a nice, relaxing Sunday. But full schedule next week, so on Monday morning we'll be having a Twitch stream at 8 a.m. when we're playing some more Sims. And then that evening, Monday evening, will be my YouTube live stream at 7 p.m. BST. And then Tuesday at 7 p.m. we'll be continuing Vanishes. Thursday at 7 p.m. we'll be continuing Expedition 33. And then next Saturday, 1 p.m. BST. It's time for more Final Fantasy. Yay, thank you, Bambi. Want to work in a shop with hours 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 11. Oh, Ive. That's an Ive reference, Phil. I got it. That's 30 minutes was a bit of a hide. Yeah, we very much stopped thinking about the video game and started thinking about other video games and music. It was fun. Yes, you all distracted me very successfully. I'll be thinking about my stolen Game Boy for several hours. Phil, thank you for the cheer. Yay, you got it. I did. I got it. I'm going to be remembering these games now, you know, because they're alphabetical. Yay! I look forward to being distracted on Monday evening, Rob. Be on my 5-day weekend this time next week. Oh, exciting X-Day. That'll be good. That'll be good. What have I done? What have I done? Right, take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you're up to. Have a good one. Stay safe and well. Phil, no. Right, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for the cheers and the redeems and for keeping me company watching and in the chat. It was really, really fun. And I'll see you very soon. See you later. Have a lovely weekend. Bye!